guys, and welcome back for another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these really pretty poinsettia ornaments. I will be showing you how to make them out of the paper and also out of fabric. So if you're interested, stick around. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is get a hexagon pattern. If you don't have a hexagon laying around, then you can grab the pattern over at charmbyashley.com, and it's about an 8-inch size hexagon. I will be making both versions, but for this tutorial I'm going to be using paper, as it just will be easier for you to see and won't be as complicated, because with the fabric you're going to be using an iron, as opposed to with the paper I'm just going to be folding with my hands. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to mark the halfway point on every flat side of your hexagon. So if it's a 4-inch side, then you're just going to measure 2 inches in on all 6 sides. So if you have an invisible ink pen, then you can use that with your fabric. But with the paper, you won't see the underside of it, so it's okay if you see the markings for now. And then I'm going to take the hexagon and I'm going to fold it twice, but just crease the center fold to find the center point. You can do that with your fabric as well. You just press the fabric together and then you'll create a little crease. And then once you've done that, you're going to start your folding. So you're going to take your first flat side and you're going to fold it up. So you want your little line to touch the center point. And then we're going to fold the next flat side. And then we'll open that up again. And then we're going to go back to the first one, refold that one, and then we are going to refold the second one, but we're going to pull that corner out and create a triangle. And make sure that that point is nice and crisp, and when you fold it down, it should line up with that edge. And then we can again open it up, line up that notch with your center point, crease it, and then you'll go back to the fold before, push it down, pull that corner out, refold that, and then you can crease that triangle you just made. And then we're going to keep doing that all the way around. I hope this isn't too confusing for you. If you're using your fabric, then you're going to be using your iron. So especially if you have one of those little hand palm irons, those are really nice to use for this project, just because the bigger iron can kind of be a little bit cumbersome. Okay, so once you have done all your folds, then you can put it all folded together again. And the last fold will be a little tricky, so you're just going to kind of do that. I hope you can see. And then it looks like a hexagon again. So you basically turned a hexagon into a hexagon with flappy triangles. Super easy once you've done it a few times. Okay, so now I'm going to attach my string. This is the best time, I think, just because then you will hide your knot. So if you don't know how to thread embroidery floss, or you're having a hard time, a trick is to take some thread and string it through the loop of your embroidery floss, put both ends of that thread through your needle, and then pull. And then the embroidery floss goes through and it avoids headaches. And I'm always for avoiding headaches. And then I'll just do a couple knots on the raw end of that embroidery floss. I'll open up my hexagon to expose the middle, and then I'll just pick a point and I will put my needle through, and then we can fold it back up again. And then it looks nice and neat. Okay, so now we're going to work on sort of the poinsettia petals. And this is where it gets a little bit trickier. So you're going to take those triangles, flatten them down. You're going to fold each side, but only halfway. And then you're going to take the point, and then you're going to fold it to the outer point of the hexagon while pushing in the sides. So I'm hoping that you can just see what I'm doing and understand. It is a little tricky. So you're going to crease all of that. Make sure that point is nice and crisp. And then you'll fold that point down towards the center. So I'm going to do that one more time for you. So again, take that little triangle, open it up. You can stick your finger in there. And then you're going to crease down the sides about halfway. And then you go and grab the center, and you're gonna fold it right there where I put my finger, and then you're going to push in the sides and try to make sure that that point is nice and crisp. That'll help guide the paper to fold nicely. And then crease it all up, and then you can fold that point back down to the center. And then that's it. You're just going to keep doing that all the way around. And like I said, when you're doing the fabric, it is a little bit, you know, your iron kind of gets in the way when you're doing this part. It is doable. I have done it. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but it is, if you have a large iron like I do, then it's kind of gets in the way. Okay. And then once you've done the last one, then you can embellish. You could use your hot glue and just put a big glob in there. It'll keep all the points down, and then you can put a button or a gem or whatever you want to put in the center. You know, you can decorate it with more gems, stickles, whatever you want to do. It is an origami project. So if you've never done origami before, then congratulations. You've done your first origami project. And I made these a long time ago. I remember buying a book. Not buying a book. I took a book out at the library when I was a teenager. And I remember making these. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I remember. But anyways, so I'm just going to show you quickly how I am going to finish off the fabric one. So with the fabric one, I would suggest maybe using some stabilizer. It makes it a little less floppy, so I would keep that in mind. Maybe even a fusible fleece would be nice. So I'm just going to take a needle and thread, and I'm basically just going to secure all those points down, and I'll just thread that through the very center of it. So very easy, not difficult at all. Just go through and then back through again, grab another point, and then push it through again. And then you can of course decorate this up. You know, when I was a kid, I used to actually take fabric just like this, and I would get the fabric glitter glue, and then I would trace out all of the things on the fabric. I bet you that would be really nice on this fabric. So there's another idea. It really makes it so much more glittery and festive and fun. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell. And also, I think I'm doing Vlogmas, so definitely check out some more stuff. I just kind of spit out all kinds of Christmassy stuff because it is such an exciting time of year. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!